In this video, I'm going to cover the top frequently asked questions about Tesla that people ask on the entire internet. So if you ever had any questions about Tesla, this video holds the answer to all of your questions. Top frequently asked question number 1. Which Tesla is the best? Tesla currently has 4 models that you can buy: Tesla Model S, Tesla Model X, Tesla Model 3 and Y. Tesla Model X and S are a little bit similar and on the luxury end, and Tesla Model 3 and Y are similar. In fact, it's said that the Tesla Model Y, which came after the Tesla Model 3, shares almost 75% of the parts. The Tesla Model S is like a full-size sedan, so it's not as easy to drive around as the Model 3, especially if you live in busy cities where parking can be hard to find. You can easily fit that Model 3 and Y in a tight parking spot versus where the Model S is just a bit too long. And to answer that frequently asked question, which Tesla is the best? The best selling Tesla is actually the Tesla Model 3. There's 3 variations of the Model 3, which is the Standard Range Plus, which is a rear wheel drive, the Dual Motor, which is an all wheel drive, and a Dual Motor Performance, which is an all wheel drive performance version of the Model 3. Now, if you live in a climate where it doesn't snow a lot or it just snows 1 week of the year, the Standard Range Model 3, which is a rear wheel drive, would suffice. But if you live in Canada or Norway where it snows a lot and the roads are covered by snow most times of the year, I would highly recommend that you get the Dual Motor all-wheel drive Tesla Model 3. I wouldn't have recommended this a year ago when the incentives were still on, when the difference between the Standard Range Tesla and the Dual Motor Tesla was about $17,000. But right now the difference between the base model Tesla and the Dual Motor Tesla is only $7,000. So I'd highly recommend you buy a Dual Motor all-wheel drive Tesla if you live in a snowy city. Frequently asked question number 2, are Tesla charging stations free? So the quick answer is a yes and a no. Yes, the Tesla superchargers do cost, but that's only for level 3 supercharging. So there's 3 levels of charging. Number 1, the Tesla mobile charger that comes with your Tesla, but it charges your Tesla really slow. They do about 10 kilometers an hour. Level 2 charging is the charging that you find in malls and different parking lots. They're not as fast as the Tesla superchargers, but they generally do about 40 to 50 kilometers an hour. Level 2 J1772 chargers or Tesla chargers, if you ever come across them, they're mostly free. I've never come across a Tesla level 2 charger that I had to pay for. The only way you might have to spend some money is if the parking lot is asking you to pay for parking. Other than that, level 2 chargers are mostly free. Level 3 charging is the charging that you find in the Tesla superchargers. Tesla superchargers will charge up your car anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 kilometers an hour, which means that you'll have a full battery in like 20 to 30 minutes. This will generally cost you around $10 to $18 depending on which Tesla you have. And I say generally cost you because I've been supercharging for almost 2 years now for free because of the Tesla referral program that they had. But right now there's no referral program anymore and no one can get free supercharging anymore. So you gotta pay $10 to $15. It's still cheaper than gas though. Also, one last tip is if you wanted to find like a level 2 charger or even a Tesla supercharger, you can go to PlugShare. It's an app you can download and you can click on a specific parking lot that you want to go to and charge your car, and most of the time it'll tell you whether there's like a parking fee or it costs you to charge. Number 3 most frequently asked question is, can Teslas self-drive? The answer is yes, Teslas are fully capable of driving itself, but it's still in beta mode. So you can't just put the car into full self-driving and go to the backseat, take a nap. You still have to pay full attention while you're driving the car, and if you get into an accident, it would be your fault. And to further clear out any questions that you might have, do all Teslas come with full self-driving, or can all Teslas drive itself? And the answer is yes, all Teslas come with basic autopilot that is standard on all Teslas. But there's 2 versions of it. There's basic autopilot and full self-driving. Full self-driving is an extra $10,000 to $12,000 now, which in my opinion is too much. Instead, get the subscription, which is month to month and you can cancel anytime. But then again, I've been using basic autopilot for 2 years now, and that pretty much does almost 99% of the driving in the city and in the highway. The only time I have to intervene is when changing lanes or taking turns. And also, you don't necessarily have to make the decision of buying full self-driving when you're buying the car. You can just go to your Tesla app and buy full self-driving whenever you want. Top frequently asked question number 4, where Tesla made? So most Teslas right now are made in the Fremont factory in California. The Fremont factory has produced the Tesla Model S, the X, the 3 and the Y, and also it'll produce the Tesla Roadster when it's available sometime in the near future. There's also Giga Shanghai in China that also started in 2019 that produces the Tesla Model 3 and the Y. There's also Giga Berlin coming up this year, which will produce the Tesla Model 3, Y, and also lithium-ion battery. There's also another factory in Texas, Giga Texas, that will produce the Tesla Model 3, the Y, lithium-ion batteries, and the Cybertruck. Number 5 top frequently asked questions about Tesla: when Tesla started. So to answer your question, Tesla was first started in 2003 in San Carlos, California in the United States. Top frequently asked question number 6 is who started Tesla? Now this is a little bit controversial like most startup stories of big companies, but it was started and founded by Elon Musk, Martin Eberhard, J.B. Straubel, Mark Tarpenning, and Ian Wright. Top frequently asked question number 7, how Tesla car works. So Tesla cars are electric vehicles that rely on a battery for it to work. So instead of an internal combustion engine where you have the engine, which is the main component that runs the car, a Tesla needs the battery to run. And also because these cars don't really run on any burning fuel, instead they run on batteries, which is why they don't really emit any exhaust fumes. Also, the second most important thing in a Tesla for it to run is the induction motor for it to run. And the first induction motor was first invented by Nikola Tesla over 100 years ago, and that's probably where the name Tesla, the company name Tesla, comes from. And these motors are basically run by the AC power that is supplied by the battery. Number 8 top frequently asked questions about Tesla is that will Tesla stock go up? Now this is a very hard question to answer. There's countless arguments saying that it'll go up. There's also countless arguments saying that it'll go down. Tesla stocks are really volatile, and also Elon's tweet makes it more volatile because if he tweets out something about Tesla that is positive or negative, it will positively or negatively impact the stock. But what I've seen generally is that owning the stock for almost a couple of years now, the stock always goes up at the end of the year, the last quarter, and goes down in the beginning of the year. But I've generally seen a steady climb, but there's always people saying that the stock is overvalued. My general rule of thumb is as long as there's people saying that the stock will collapse, go down, it's overvalued, that's how long that I'll hold the stock. But when people start saying that this is like the best stock in the world, this is the stock you gotta get into, there's no downside of this stock, that's when I'm selling it, because I know for a fact that history will repeat itself, and that's probably the time when it'll crash. Also, after I bought a Tesla for myself, I've seen all the things that it could do. It's just years ahead of its time with their supercharging network, how they work compared to other car manufacturers. Yes, they might have some issues here and there. Their customer service isn't really that good. Their quality control isn't tip-top either. Hopefully that'll be better with more factories coming up, and also Giga Shanghai is doing really well with quality control. But my answer to this question, and I might be biased because I have a Tesla and I have Tesla stock, I think it has a lot of potential to go up. But again, disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Do your own research before you buy any stock. Number 9 top frequently asked questions about Tesla is again, why Tesla stock so high? Stock prices go up and down and change every day due to market forces. If there's demand for something and supply is limited, the price go up. So there's a lot of people, especially retail investors, who are still wanting to buy the Tesla stock, which keeps on driving the Tesla stock higher and higher compared to people who don't really want to sell the Tesla stock, which is why the price for the Tesla stock is not seen to go down a lot. Once in a while, Elon Musk might send out an outrageous tweet which might drive the price down, but again, it just bounces back up again. Also, I believe that the Tesla stock is not high because of the cult-like worship for Elon Musk, but I generally believe that Tesla is far ahead of its time. Compared to other major car manufacturers, Tesla has seemed to do things very differently. Also, after 2 years of ownership with the Tesla and going to multiple EV events and talking to other electric vehicle owners that have other electric vehicles other than a Tesla, I have seen that they face some issues that Tesla has already figured out. So from the top of my head, I can remember that I was talking to this Hyundai Kona owner who had to go to the dealership to get his car updated. Versus a Tesla, we get updates and new features all the time, and we don't really have to go to the Tesla shop. I was also talking to this Porsche Taycan owner who rented out a vehicle because he couldn't really go on a road trip with the Taycan because the electric vehicle charging infrastructure for all vehicles other than a Tesla isn't really that good. If you go on a road trip with a Tesla and you put on a destination, the Tesla will tell you which place you need to stop in order to reach that destination. Also, the Tesla will tell you whether a particular supercharger is in order or out of order. It will also tell you how many people currently is using the charger, so you can plan that out and not have to wait when you get to the supercharger. So these are the things other electric vehicle owners don't really have access to. It's a hit or a miss. You can get to a charger, it can work, or you can get to a charger with like 0% and it's not working and you might have to tow your car. Where in a Tesla, you don't really have to worry about that. So those conversations are the reason that I think Tesla is just a couple of years ahead from other car manufacturers. And why the Tesla stock is so high, because people just generally, including owners, just believe in the company. So those are the 9 top frequently asked questions that people ask about on the internet on Teslas. But before you guys go, like most of my videos, I have bonus questions that have been asked throughout my 2 years of making YouTube videos in the comment section. I will answer a couple of quick questions before I end this video. Question number 1, what Tesla model is the best? Again, I said the Model 3 is the best selling one. It's the best Tesla that you can get. If you have a little bit more money to spare, spend it on the dual motor Tesla Model 3. It's the best Tesla that you can get. Also, if you need a little more space than the Model 3, you can get the Model Y dual motor. Which Tesla is the cheapest? The cheapest Tesla is the standard range plus Tesla Model 3. Question number 3, which Tesla has the longest range? That would have to be the Tesla Model S long range, not the Plaid, because the Plaid has a little less range than the long range version. Question number 4, which Tesla has 7 seats? The Model X used to have 7 seats, but the Model X right now only has like a 6-seat configuration. Number 5, are Teslas all-wheel drive? Not all Teslas are all-wheel drive. For example, the base Model 3 is a rear-wheel drive Tesla and it's not all-wheel drive. Tesla also used to make rear-wheel drive version of the Model S, but the base Model S right now comes with a dual motor all-wheel drive version, and it has a faster version of that which has 3 motors. But again, the only 2-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive Tesla is the base Model 3 right now. Now that's the end of this video. I hope this video answered most of your questions, but if I didn't, put them down in the comment section and I'll respond to you and answer your question as soon as possible. I hope you guys like this video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Goodbye.